If you know me, you know I love two things. My son Cody and Pokemon. I've been collecting badges, little guys, and blood on my hands for more than 2 decades now. But the problem? They're made for babies. Really cool gamer babies, but babies nonetheless. Not to say that that's a bad thing, I mean it's a kid's game, but I do like a challenge. So that's why I implement rules to make the game a little harder. You may know them as hardcore Nuzlocks, but since I love my name so much, I call them Lilacs. This time around, Pokemon Blaze Black. I'm talking smarter AI, stronger teams, and more battles than ever before. Now, since I had to run an entire region's fate to become the very best, I will be leaving out some of the battles to save my editor the stress. Speaking of which, editor, please, just on the drink and show my rules. Now let's get into how I became Unova's champion under the hardest circumstances. This is Pokemon Blaze Black Lilac. Our journey starts off with a surprisingly upset Lucario. As my last run, I'm sorry everyone. I lost. I can't do anything else. I'm gonna press the save button one last time. Thanks for the stream. Didn't go so hot. I am on run number 5 and I am 1000% ready to catch a body. I start my journey by befriending the main character of the story, Cool Ranch the Oshawott. We catch a Pidgey, I named him Pilk, and moved on to the first town, where there's this cult gathering for some reason. Hey look, I don't know what happened, something about getting my dog off a leash or whatever. I just mashed the A button until he walked away. And then this green guy posts up, and again, mashing A. So I asked Cool Ranch to hit the gritty until he ran away. After dealing with Carrot Top, we catch and named him Parappa, evolved her, and moved on to the next city, where we got Fuck Around the Panseer. And with that, it was time for the first gym battle. Dillian clocks in for work, puts on his uniform, just to get his pockets ran through by Arceus' silly little guy. Took that kid's tip money, damn. Next up, we evolved Pilk into Bigger Pilk and made quick work of some Grand Blue cosplayers. We evolved Cool Ranch into Cooler Ranch, catch and evolve Yas, the Nidoran, evolve Fuck Around into Find Out, top Blueberry to Talo, and of course Gibble, or as my chat likes to call him, Kibble? Kybble? Kybble. We're gonna call him Kybble. After finally obtaining my fisher's license, we catch Speed, the Slowpoke, and then a Ryalu, which may or may not be one of my favorites. I'm just saying. My chat named him Lee. After evolving Goku, we head into the second gen to run hands with an archaeologist. Now, typically in Lilacs, you want to avoid double battles, as you can end up on a t-shirt at double the speed. But the Bone Lady was having none of that and prepared to make me into an exhibit of why you shouldn't step foot into her library. He pulls out the dog wonder and a deer, as Lee and Yas pull up. Lee vacuum waves the dog into the wall while Yas hits him with a nasty sludge wave. Now she thought she was smart by having 2 Pokemon with 2 Intimidate, but my Pokemon are built different and came strapped with projectiles. That Buffalo and the rest of her team did not know what hit him with that vacuum wave and that sludge wave spam. After sending the library to the clinic, I evolved Blueberry and so sorry. I forgot I was doing the challenge. God damn it. Fuck. Okay, so it's time to talk about the video in the room. So, while battling for my life out here, I decided to make things a little more interesting by doing a You Laugh, You Lose challenge. In the midst of me taking that W, I forgot and thought shit was sweet. And what was the challenge, you might ask? Hang on. God, 4 hours I went without laughing. God damn, and it wasn't even oh my God. Hang on. What we have here is the one chip challenge. This shit is black as fuck, nigga! Okay, after I eat it, I'm going to have to go to the bathroom just so I can wash my hands, because this shit, y'all see this fucking dust right here? If I wipe my eyes, I'm fucking dead. I'm going blind. Oh God. Jesus was like, hey bro, you good over there? I'm not. I literally saw God. Not dying. Next up, we make it to New York, where we have to stop a LARPer from stealing people's pets. After spinning the block on Peter, we make our way to the 3rd gym and do battle with the artist of all time. The bird sends out a Vespi Queen and Masquerain, and I sent out 2 absolute menaces to put his whole team 6 feet under. It didn't matter what Picasso threw out. It was cold raps the second I threw out anything that resembled a lighter. Fuck Around had this Ninja Turtle finding out as he put the finishing touches on this bug cake with a flamethrower, securing the 3rd badge. Making my way downtown, I run into Bianca. Nah, I was kidding. Her team got rolled like a blunt. Right after her, though, we traveled to the desert to face Sharon. who also got swept. We catch a Willoughby in the middle of Phoenix, Arizona, named her Lamau. Once we make it to New York too, we hop on a Ferris guy with some weird guy, just for him to tell us that he's even weirder by being the leader of these night cosplayers. He tries to square up with Yas and fuck around. He found out what it feels like to be my subscribe button. Once we got through with N, Yas gets jerked the fuck out of her mind and begin to make our way to one of the most fashionable gym leaders to ever do it. Lissa, don't at me. After I scotch through these stage hazards, we meet the queen herself. I mash the A button and we get busy. Now she does have an impressive team of 6 Pokemon, but it was over the second this giant hair popped out that Pokeball. From ice beams, earth powers, and a solid defense stat, Yas made quick work of this team of speedsters. Even with her ace, the striker was no match for the earth power to the dome. It's a shame when we put 2 queens against each other, but I needed the badge, so after this we evolve Slowbro, toss Sharon's team into the stratosphere with 0 casualties, and move on to Driftville City, baby, where we catch that dog in him, the hair deer, and made our way to some Texas gold mine. Mans was curling his mustache, getting ready to call me all manners of slurs, thinking shit was sweet. Hey, I'm kidding. Clay, I love you. You cool? You good in my book, man? He pulls out his hip on as Cool Ranch pulls up with a waterfall. And then to my surprise, it goes down in one hit. If you don't know, Hippowdon's like incredibly, very bulky. And so does this crocodile. Once he sends out Steelix, I narrowly avoid death with a flinch. Not wanting a dead homie, I switched to grape flavor Bronzong, to which they return to Sesame Toad. I hit him with a Gen 2 special by Toxic Stalling that rusty, dusty frog. And the battle one just continues and ends like that. Just waterfall after waterfall. Give me that badge, my mans. After this, we catch Eggman and Chansey, and I was pretty excited. Yes! Yes! We got a Chansey, boys! Yes! And girls, I'm inclusive. Hey, look, I'm gonna be real with you, chat. While writing this script, I don't even know if I used Eggman, but I mean, it's a Chansey, so I mean, I'm gonna be excited. You have to understand. You have to understand. After this, we finally nicknamed Bronzong Taco Bell, make our way into a very normal Hot Topic, and catch a Choice Specs Volt Switch, or as I like to call him, Cheeto Dust. Making our way through the food court, we run into N, who has a full team of Rotoms. For the entire battle, this traumatized PETA employee tries to send my homies to the pearly gates. But through being paralyzed, weakened, and burnt to a crisp, we made it out to the other side with 0 gravestones trailing behind me like we playing Dragon Quest. After getting stumped through this absolute hazard of a gym, we face off against the airhead herself. Now for this fight, we pull out our 3 nearest herons that we got at our hands and get to rumbling in this airport. And my Pokemon get busy. The strat was simple. Hit her harder than she could hit us. The best part was, it worked. This power, do you see it? It's the future. This hand of mine goes with an awesome power. It's telling me to defeat you. Go! All 3 of my Pokemon! And Victory Earthquake! Take this! My love, my anger, and all of my sorrow! Woo! Get him out of here! She's so nice. Oh! Yeah, I forgot about this battle and did 0 prep. But no matter what, my Pokemon are built differently and don't care about some Poindexter's team of dweebs. So we politely handed Mans an L and moved on with our lives in this video. Once we ratio Sharon on Twitter, we catch Vampy and Elon Musk emerald mines and named her Tiny. Somehow after forgetting about this part of the game, I made my way into an icebox for another trinket on my jacket. After totally not being stumped out by a puzzle made for children, I made it to Bryson. He has Glaceon and Abomasnow post up as that dog in him, uses Sunny Day into fuck around's flamethrower, melting this icebox. I choose our Eggman to tank some ice shards and blizzards, while fuck around gets busy clicking the win button. After this, we go through some plot. My God, story! Then we find a cool rock. After this, we find another rival fight that No, fuck! Okay, here we go. And normally I could pull through with 0 casualties. Up until this point, I've been able to avoid death, like me with reading comprehension. But looking at my weakened and worn down team, I knew I had to go for 2 endures in a row. And to my shock, Tiny, no! Tiny, no! That was my first casualty in this game I like to call life. I got too cocky, and Tiny had to pay the price. But it wasn't over, as the rage boost gave my Pokemon the power to take out Bianca's Melodic. I gave that girl 2 for flinching for the dead homie. Next up, we make it to New York 3 for our 8th gym badge. This is where a level cap. I fully evolved Kaiba to become the destroyer I knew she could always become. Once we make it through one of the coolest and mildly hazardous gyms, we face down the 8th gym leader, the Dilf of all time. He sends out his D's Nuts jokes, and I send out 3 Pokemon specifically designed not to fall for it. And I love to say that I took out 4 of his Pokemon using something other than Dragon Claw. But I mean, come on, it's a Garchomp. There's like 6 reasons why Cynthia's pronouns are I'm her, and Garchomp's are like 7 of them. So far, Garchomp seems unstoppable. But the one thing to stop him, my own stupidity. You see, if Garchomp can outpace a Flygon, she can sure as hell outrun a Kingdra. So I just had to click my win button and... yeah, I never said I was smart. I went from not losing a single Mon to losing 2 Mons in a matter of minutes. But we got back on our feet just to finish the sweep with the fastest little guy. Speed the slow, bro. And now, with all 8 gym badges in hand, it was time for me to conquer the victory road. Now, something I forgot to mention is that this is where my last run died. Somewhere in this dead dungeon was the age trainer nerd Jinx that put my last run on a milk carton. Somewhere in here, she could do it again. It made me do this all over again. I've already lost 2 Pokemon, and it can be the beginning of the end. You see, Leelocks tend to have a bit of a domino effect. Say if you lose your fire type, well, you might have to go against the grass type next. All you got is a water type to face down this forest over here. But instead of wallowing in fear, I pull up to the cave and rush through it, making simple work of these trainers, until I make it to her. Though she fought well, I learned plenty from my last encounter, leaving her in the dust. And after countless battles, I finally made it, the Pokemon League. The strongest trainers in the Unova region were just beyond these stairs. And with every one of these past gym battles, I only needed to prepare for 1 trainer. But I needed a team to take care of not just 1, but all 4 of the strongest trainers in the region. What I needed was more than 6 Pokemon. I needed a miracle. As you may know, it's not over yet. There's the champion, Elder. Or so you may think. And was able to do it. He's now champion, and it's up to me to take that throne. Now, if you don't know, the plot to Team Plasma is basically having Beyonce telling everyone to stop singing, and everyone's supposed to, like, just listen, I guess. Yeah, sure, okay. Man, these doofuses didn't really have much of a plan on God. They were out here operating off of hopium and straight vibes. But no matter what the plot is, it came through and fucked around. And just like so many, he was going to find out. He pulls out the box legendary against me, and then it seems to be all over. But all of a sudden, my cool rock starts waking up. Reshiram really came through just to get put in the box. Yeah, I'd love to say something like, nah, we don't need legendaries. I'm the legendary. But that Reshiram was about to be underleveled, so I boxed him. That boy got benched. But now it's time to get active. I send out Kibble while Carrot Top goes for his devious Zora arc. I read the little fox and I shot him with an earthquake. He sends out an ice beaming Porygon Z, to which I go Cool Ranch to tank it. I accidentally mashed A for a waterfall instead of Sacred Sword. No, wait! Wrong move! Fuck! I meant to, damn it, no! I meant to use Sacred Sword. But it doesn't matter. Fuck you, it worked! Never punished. Now here's a buddy starts sitting up in the seat because he pulls out the box legendary from his bag and goes for one of the coolest moves. Pulse Strike. Luckily, I read the move and go for Kaiba to tank 10,000% of it. Once I took out his Zekrom, it was cold raps for dude, no subway. He sends out Magmatar just to get one-shotted by an earthquake. But he let me know that he has some tricks up the sleeves that he keeps rolled up. He pulls out Aerodactyl. I switch to Cheeto Dust expecting an earthquake, but he goes for one of the scariest moves in Pokemon history, Dragon Dance. And he let me know he was faster with a head smash. RIP Cheeto Dust. I never washed my hands, bro. Now this was bad. If you don't know, in Pokemon Black, you have to fight not just the champion, but his manipulative father right after. So not only did I have to fight the rest of his team, but also the traumatic-inducing adult in his life. So I chose out Unova's #1 hitter, Lee, to tank an earthquake to revenge his dead homie with an ice punch, and chooses his last Pokemon, Slowbro. And I was forced to return to Kaiba, tank a flamethrower. Kaiba goes for a crunch, but... Library of Ruins? What's that? Tell me. I live this, right? I live these, right? Garchomp, no, I got credit! It's all falling apart. Not only did I lose Cheeto Dust and Kaiba. Courage! My baby boy! But even Cool Ranch fell. I lost 3 Pokemon before the final boss, and one of them lost their focus sash. This is where doubt started to kick in. I can already feel Gets' dash strength, and I'm down 3 homies. But I've come too far. So I told N, GG's no re. Faces a very angry father, and he healed me. Yeah, I don't know what to do about this in Lilacs rule sets, because trainers very rarely heal you in older titles. So, we move. With my Pokemon fully healed, Dash Strength had sealed his fate. Now the final battle was set, and it was time for me to show him that this was my Pokemon Blaze Black Lilac. After 8 gym badges, 4 Elite 4 members, a traumatized champion, dead run after dead run, trainer after trainer, god after god, it was finally happening. And might I add, after only 4 runs. My name is Licario, the Agent of Wonder. My pronouns are they, them. Don't forget that. And this has been another Lilac in the bag. Thanks for watching. Let's fucking go!